Hi, everybody. It's Dr. Kristy Taylor, career and executive coach, also known as the social impact coach and founder of Work Solutions LLC. And today I'm excited to share with you some fantastic opportunities for educators looking to leverage their skills in the online world. Work from home jobs are becoming increasingly popular, and many educators are also looking for ways to earn extra money. Some people are transitioning to full-time work from home jobs. Now, if you know a little bit about me, about my background, I spent over 20 years working in K through 14. I've been an elementary school teacher, but most of my career has been with working with adult learners. And it's something that I truly enjoy. So whether you're a teacher, a professor, or educational professional, there are so many online jobs where you can use your expertise. It is in very high demand. And sometimes we always just try to stick with tradition, but some of these jobs are going to kind of make you think, I didn't realize that I could do this. So without further ado, today I'm going to present to you the top 10 work from home jobs for educators. Now, I want you to stay tuned because there's going to be a part 2 to this video where we explore some of the websites where you can actually look for online jobs to help you find some of these very interesting work from home opportunities. So the very first one that I'm going to share with you, which is something that I've done before, many of my friends have also done, is number one is online tutoring. So first up is online tutoring. As an educator, you can teach students one-on-one or in small groups through platforms like tutor.com, Chegg, or Wyzen. And this is a great way for you to share your knowledge in subjects that you're passionate about, anywhere from K through 12 to college level courses. So there's all types of opportunities available. It's just about you taking the time to research and getting to that next level and kind of figuring out what age group you want to teach. I really enjoy working with adult learners, but I also kind of like that K through 4. Those are the students that I'm used to working with at an elementary school level. Now, here is something that you may not always think about when you think about something that you can do as an educator and leveraging the skill set and qualifications that you have. And that's number 2, which is curriculum developer. Number 2 is working as a curriculum developer, and many educational companies, they need skilled educators to design lesson plans, educational content, and assessments. And this role allows you to shape how subjects are taught online and in schools, making a lasting impact on student learning. When I transitioned out of higher education in 2020, this was actually what I did. I was tasked with, I had a contract to come in and set up a university style program working in the federal government. I was basically a project manager and curriculum developer. So sometimes when we are in those traditional education settings, we don't always think about how our skills can be used and leveraged to work on other projects and opportunities. And that, I will tell you that stepping into that role came with about a $30,000 to $40,000 raise. So look at the skill set you have and look at the opportunities available, and you just might fit in because, again, you are trained in learning and instructional design. And so companies are looking to leverage those skills to help them to build programs, products, and services to their clients. Now, another thing that you can do if you're not already doing it, those of us who work in higher education know, is that you can be an online adjunct professor. I remember going to college around 2004, 2005, when online learning was getting really popular. And I was in the military at that time, so I would take some of my classes online and I would take some of my classes on the base. And I had this huge, gigantic desktop computer with dial-up and an old CD. Remember that at AOL CD, and that is how I got my online education at Park University, taking 8-week courses. Now, online learning has become increasingly popular. In fact, I have courses that I still teach in both health science and history to supplement my income. So coming in at number 3 is the online adjunct professor. Most of the time, this is going to require that you have a degree, a master's degree with at least 18 hours, but there are some exceptions to the rule. Many colleges and universities, they offer online courses, and they need experienced educators to teach them. And so this is perfect if you want to continue teaching at the collegiate level, or maybe you're new to teaching at the collegiate level, but it offers you the flexibility to work from home as well as to supplement your income. My favorite site to find online jobs for teaching is higheredjobs.com. That is higheredjobs.com. And I'm actually going to walk you through some of these sites. So higheredjobs.com is not only a site for if you want to find jobs working at the university level across. It's basically where all of the major universities are going to advertise. But what I love is that as online learning became increasingly popular, they literally have a section on their site where you can just go specifically to look for online adjunct roles. And I found many of the colleges that I've taught at as an adjunct instructor, I found those opportunities at higheredjobs.com. They're not paying me to say this. All right, so let's talk about number 4. We've talked about online tutoring, curriculum development, and then online adjuncting. But number 4 is you actually leveraging your background to do consulting work. I do this too. So when it comes to consulting work, you can advise schools, educational organizations, even corporate organizations on best practices in education, curriculum choices, and learning strategies. It's going to be a great way for you to leverage your expertise to influence education on a broader scale. So again, I'm just kind of using an example of how I left higher education and moved to a more corporate setting. But the principles of adult learning, that's something that I was very experienced in curriculum design. I have been doing that since I was a teacher in the military. So I was able to structure my resume in a way that allowed me to be able to come in and serve as a project lead for launching an initiative within the federal government. So that was a big transition. And so you can do the same thing. I have many friends who, whether it was K through 12 or in higher education, who leveraged their background to become educational consultants, to work as instructional designers. And it's just a great way, again, to make that transition out of education. And then right now, I actually focus on kind of building leadership professional development programming. So take the skill set you have, leverage that, and allow it to, and just kind of be open-minded about where you want to go, because you have a broad skill set: curriculum design, pedagogy, andragogy, all of those things. When it comes to being able to create targeted content for the audience, that is something that that's a skill set that you bring to the table. So with that in mind, then I kind of want to tell you about what you see me doing here, which is online course creation. That comes in at number 5. I run the Work Academy, where I offer courses to my clients, but you can do the same. And number 5 is creating your own online courses. Platforms like Udemy, Teachable, and Coursera, they allow you to design and sell courses on topics that you're passionate about. When we talk about education consulting, it's one thing to consult with a company or organization, right? But what about taking the skill set that you have, the expertise that you have, and packaging that into a professional development model where you go out and train other teachers and other people who are working in education or other corporate entities on these important skill sets that people need to be able to make education courses or content or whatever it is that you're teaching, wrap that into a course so that you can kind of have it accessible for people to be able to share your knowledge in that way. So these, again, this great way to bring in extra income. If you go into consulting first, then you might be contracted to work with different companies, but then eventually you turn it into an online course, the content that you're sharing or the strategies that you're teaching to scale your business. So it's a great way to start. The next thing for you to consider maybe is becoming a instructional coach. So 6th on the list is you becoming an instructional coach. In this role is where you can mentor and support educators. So if you look at 4, 5, and 6, consulting, online course creation, and instructional coaching, you have that skill set to package this together and to scale yourself as the expert. And so your goal is, in this role, you're helping to mentor and support other educators. You're helping them to improve their teaching practices, and you are adept at online teaching environments. So it's a fulfilling way to use your expertise to uplift others in the profession. You know, here at Work Solutions, that this is actually part of what we do in terms of educational consulting. I am a health science and history subject matter expert by trade. So when we go into educational consulting, a lot of times the projects that I work on are going to be based on health education or some type of initiative along the lines of social impact, right? And so I'm still taking that same skill set that I'm sharing with you right now, and that is what I'm using when I'm consulting with other companies or on projects. Now, number 7 is educational content writer. You develop curriculum, why not write about it? Write a book. I always say write a book because that helps to establish you as an expert. But even though we're in the age of AI, copywriting still hasn't gone away. Good old copywriting, knowing what SEO optimization is and being able to sell yourself as an expert or your skill set, that is one way to really copywriting, writing a book, becoming an author. That is one way to really help build your expertise when we go back to what we talked about with consulting, offering online courses, or being an instructional coach. And it's not even just an instructional coach. You might have your own framework that you've created, whatever it is that you've created that you can package up. If you can show that this gets results, these are ways that you can leverage your skill set to bring in additional income. So when it comes to educational content writing, companies and websites, they're always looking for educators to write articles, create educational materials, and develop content for textbooks or online learning platforms. So if you have a knack for writing, this is a great fit. I have gotten contracts literally off of Indeed.com, where I have served as a consultant on multiple occasions for these types of projects. But it's a great way to, again, build your expertise, share your expertise, brand yourself, and especially if you're playing the long game and your goal is to build this persona and this brand as an educational expert. Everything that I'm sharing with you in these 10 strategies is going to help you to solidify that branding. And with that in mind, online language instructor, it is so easy to get a TESOL certification for you to become an online language instructor. I've had these certifications. It's different. You can go to Groupon. There's different websites that you can use to get the certifications, and then you can create a profile on some of these sites that will allow you to connect directly with parents or education organizations to contract with them to teach. So in terms of number 8, the online language instructor platforms like VIP Kid, iTalki, and Rosetta Stone are always looking for language teachers to help students learn new languages. This is an excellent opportunity if you're bilingual or even experienced teaching a foreign language. Again, you can be an ESL instructor like I've done in the past. It's just a great opportunity to again build your skill set, to teach culturally diverse students, and it's just a form of enrichment not only for yourself but as well as the student to build those connections. Now, number 9 is educational YouTuber or blogger. You might have something that you're passionate about that's not straight away to do with education, right? You might be a hobby or something that you're just really excited about. Well, you can use the skill set that you have as an educator to actually just create a YouTube channel. Like, YouTube is free. This whole thing with creating YouTube videos and blogging, just start where you are, turn on the phone and start talking. Do your research first, but start sharing content based on something that you love and using the principles that you know as an educator to get people involved and engaged. So if you really enjoy creating content, sharing your knowledge, and you can build an audience on platforms like YouTube or through your blog, eventually you'll be able to monetize your content through ad sponsorships or affiliate marketing if it really takes off. So that is something you don't have to put in a job application for. You just have to do the research behind it. And then number 10, I just want to say this before I get to number 10. If you look at the totality of everything that I am telling you, right, I'm going to go through them again at the end. If you're looking to brand yourself as an education expert, then everything that I'm sharing with you is not only opportunities for you to be able to work from home and kind of earn some extra income, but it is a way for you to brand yourself as an expert. Number 10 is going to be ELearning Specialist. So we have ELearning Specialists, and in this role, you work with organizations to develop and implement online training programs for employees or students. This is, again, when I transitioned out of education, when I took on a project lead role, this is exactly what I was doing, and I was using everything that I am sharing with you here today to build out those programs, leveraging all of the skills in the background that I have in health education as well as instructional design. Sometimes when we're in the classroom, we don't realize everything that we do, but you are developing lesson plans, you are conflict resolution, you are engaged in group dynamics, and you are the leader in that class, right? And so you have all of the management skills, because whether you're managing 25 people in elementary school or you are managing a classroom full of adults, you're still dealing with all of those dynamic personalities and you are adapting and overcoming. So don't underestimate your skill set when it comes to any of these. So just a quick run through again of those top 10. So we started with online tutoring, curriculum developer, online adjunct professor. And then this is where, to me, if you follow 4 through 10, this is where you're really building that brand too. Educational consulting, online course creator, virtual instructional coach, or remember anything that you're an expert, whether it's a framework that you've created, become a coach for that. Train people on it, because if you can show that you have results, then this is a good opportunity for you to build your brand within that. A lot of times, especially if you're teaching K through 12, you might have a technique that's helping children to pass those state exams. If you have a framework that you've been teaching for free, well, turn that into a product and charge for it. Educational content writing, online language instructor, educational YouTuber or blogger, and number 10 was ELearning Specialist. There are so many more opportunities out there. I named a few different websites that you can use. And again, later on this week, I'm going to hop on and we're going to visit some of these websites together. The ones that I particularly enjoy, and my colleagues who work in higher education, they know they may or may not be familiar with these sites. So again, there you have it. I just provided you with 10 amazing online job opportunities for educators. And so whether you're looking to supplement your income or transition to a full-time online role, or simply explore new ways to use your skills, all of these options, they provide you with flexibility and opportunities that you need. So which of these jobs resonate with you the most? Leave me a comment below and let me know your thoughts or interest in learning more about how to transition into these online careers. You know that I am about helping the people who help the people. And as an educator, you play a major role in social impact. You are people who are making a difference in the community, and you are preparing the future workforce. So I want to invite you to attend our Brace for Success career workshop that we offer free of charge. And it's designed to give you with the tools and the strategies to navigate career change and achieve your career goals. Thanks for watching. Leave your comments below, and until next time.